Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. It's Friday morning. It's finally Friday. Friday, right, babe? It's Friday morning. And for all the people who work Monday to Friday, today is the start of your weekend, right? You just got to get through today. Punch that clock or sign in, however you do it. Some people, it's payday. Pick your check up and then go have some fun this weekend. Keep it safe, but have fun. One life to live, right? All right. So this morning thoughts, I'm going to talk a little bit about mental illness again. There are a lot of people out there suffering from mental illness and won't admit it. And we probably won't see or know it until something goes drastically wrong. There are very different variations of mental illness, right? And some to the extreme. Now, yesterday the story broke about this mother from Tulsa, Oklahoma in the United States that stabbed her 11-year-old daughter 70 times, calling the child evil and then setting the house on fire before running away with one of her 3 children. Do the math. There's still a child missing. So one got stabbed up and left in a burning house, which, by the way, she was rescued. She is in the hospital. She has been incubated, which means that's when they put you on life support. There's a tube down your throat and a machine is breathing for you. She is still unconscious, right? That's one. The mother was found with her youngest. I believe her youngest is 3 or 4. And the middle child was the one that ran away, ran to the neighbor's house for some help. And that's how police was called and it was discovered what was going on. Now, you know what's crazy is watching the video of this mom. I'm going to put a still pic up later because I'm going to do more about the story later. But actually go to dailymail.co.uk. The mother, when she was arrested, she was smiling for the camera as if she was posing for the camera. It's a Caucasian woman with black children. Anyhow, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I'm just saying. Or then again, it might. This might simply be a case of her wanting to get back at the dad. And I mean, she was driving a nice vehicle. She seemed like she was all there. She was driving a Lexus SUV. Her child that they found her with was well dressed. Here's a picture of her child hanging out the sunroof as police closed in on her. It's just a mess. The 11-year-old had dozens of stab wounds to the torso, along with puncture wounds to the legs, neck, hands, face, according to investigators. The investigators recovered 2 knives and a gardening tool. Oh, let's not forget. She used a pickaxe to hit the child in the head after stabbing her that many times. I know a lot of people are saying, so what's the excuse? And how does this tie into what I'm saying? The excuse is this. This mom was pretty normal before, right? Or so everybody thought. Her children were sitting down reading. I guess she was experiencing some paranoid, schizophrenic type of behavior because she thought her children were reading and were looking at her funny. I don't know if her mind was telling her that they're the devil and they got to get rid of her, or she has to get rid of them, but I've seen these stories before. I've seen these stories before from mothers where they kill their children or drown their children. Kill their children by drowning or driving a car over a cliff or putting them in the car and rolling the car over. Not with them. I'll take it back on the Caucasian part. She actually looks a bit more mixed race herself. But again, that's neither here nor there. The whole thing about it is the mental illness aspect of it. So today, while you go out there, just remember, there are people out there that have mental issues. Like, let me give you a quick story. Yesterday, me and Brains went out and about, right? We were out in the city doing business, doing what we had to do. and a car was coming from sideways, and the car almost hit my truck. So I swerved to avoid the car hitting my truck, and the same car pulled in so close behind me. So I thought, let me just pull off the road and let this person go ahead, because I'm not into the drama, right? Sometimes you just gotta avoid people. I pulled into a parking space. Mind you, this is in a parking lot. So I pulled into a parking space, didn't say anything to this person or anything. The person pulls in right next to me, very close, and then starts to go up on the shopping plaza like it's going to turn the vehicle in front of my vehicle. So I grabbed my firearm, loaded, put one in the chamber. The only thing I would have had to do was squeeze the trigger. So I was prepared to defend myself, right? In this crazy place, you don't know, and it's sad, but that it has to come to gunplay all the time. But in this crazy place, you don't know. So while I'm doing that, the person, we left, right, babe?
Yeah.
Or they left first?
No, we left first.
We left them parked there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we left them parked there, and they just parked there, and their windows are so darkly tinted, and they had an out-of-state tag on their car, but their windows so darkly tinted, you couldn't see who was in it or anything. I noticed everything. There was a mask in the front of the car. It was a skull head, a mask like a Jason mask. I don't know. Could have been somebody in there with a high-powered rifle sitting on their lap and high off drugs or whatever, or going through some things and just decided that today I'm going to kill a couple of people and I'm going to kill myself, right? Or I'm just going to execute a couple of people. I don't know. So we drove off and left. Got way down the street. Mind you, turn, different street, different area. And who pulls in behind us in traffic again? The same person or people or whoever that vehicle was. Of course, I still had my weapon, my gun in my hand, finger on the trigger. And then they just drove off and took a turn and went their own way. I pretty much kept that gun in my hand all the way home because I was expecting the worst. Now, what I'm trying to say to you is this. It's Friday. I said go out there and enjoy yourself. I also said be safe. A lot of the times we can de-escalate a situation, right? Or we can quickly recognize that something's about to go really wrong, and instead of listening to your ego, because my ego, a part of me wanted to actually just put my window down and fire into that vehicle. But for one, Brains was sitting on the passenger side and they pulled in on the passenger side. She's pregnant, all other kinds of stuff. Just the fact that she was sitting there, period. She didn't have to be pregnant. She was sitting there. So her life would have been in danger had we decided to go at it. So check your ego. Be humble, look around you, see what's going on, accept that, okay, this is what's about to happen, and subtract yourself from the situation the best way you can as quickly as possible, right? There are people out there that are mentally ill, and I use this story about this mother as a conduit into my main story today, which was mental illness, or my main topic, which was mental illness and to avoid altercations out there. You might have a gun in your hand. I might have had a gun in my hand, right? And my gun holds 9 bullets in one clip. This person might have been sitting over there with an AK-47. I'm sitting over there with a handgun thinking I'm going to defend myself, and they wind the window down with an AK-47 with a drum with 100 rounds on it and just spray my vehicle. So the word of the day is, no matter how bad you think you are, or no matter how much you think you're prepared to defend yourself, be prepared to defend yourself. But understand that there are people out there who purposely come out there and say, today is that day. And you could be a victim if you're not able to subtract yourself from that situation. Right? It's SouFLoTV, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Now that I think about it, I might want to remove all those military decals from my vehicle, because that probably could make me a target as well. Someone that's anti-military, anti-government, all this other kind of stuff. You never know. But again, there are mentally ill people out there, and you just don't know. So be very, very careful, right? And leave your comment in the comment section below. Enjoy your weekend. It's Friday. We'll catch up. We'll be going live this weekend. I don't know when, but I'll put it up as a notification when we'll be going live, so everybody can tune into the live, and we'll definitely have a live with live call-in through WhatsApp. That means you can call from every continent on the face of the earth for free. All right? I'm out of here. Peace.